Hi everyone, this is Sin from Stampin' Munchkins and welcome back to my channel. Today we have something special. I'm collaborating with Call Me Crafty Al, and I cased her video and Instagram post, and that was a picture of what she did, and that's a picture of what I will do in this video, making 4 cards using embossing folders. I don't have many embossing folders. I just have the ones that are super old and no longer available. So that's what I'll be using. And everything, I'm showing you what I'm using in my video today. And as usual, everything will be linked below for easy shopping for you. And I'll go more into depth when I actually do the cards. Because I'm doing 4 cards, it will be just more on how I embossed and what I did instead of a in-depth tutorial. So first of all, I used my Lawn Fawn Pearl Vellum and the Floral Fantasy Cuttlebug embossing folder. And I followed the directions on the Gemini Junior, but it didn't do well the first time. So I stuck in the magnetic shim and then it embossed better, which you saw. And now I'm using I don't know the name of this folder, but I did that on Nina 80 pound Classic Crest Solar White. I'm doing the Swiss dots on Thermoflock White. And that embossed really well as well. And now I'm doing a ink pad on the embossing folder, and make sure you put the ink on the popped up portion. So just that's the way that we like to do it, so it doesn't just make a mess. I'll freeze frame here. It kind of made a mess. I put too much ink, so I'm going to do it again with a lighter hand, and I'm going to use a plain white paper and kind of wipe it off, dab it off, as you can see here. And then I'll put my Gina K Craft cardstock back in, and I still get a little bit of over inked portion, but it's not as bad as the first one, which you can see here, freeze framed for you. And I like how that worked out, so I'll be using that. So the Pearl Vellum, I'm going to use my Waffle Flower A2 layers die in the 3rd biggest size and cut that down using my Gemini Junior again. I would love it if you would pause and like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Thank you so much for doing that, as it helps my small channel. Now I'm doing the Shadow Box Ocean add-on from Lawn Fawn, and I wanted this little frame, but it doesn't cut out the outside, so I'm just using my Tim Holtz guillotine trimmer to make a little frame out of it, and I'll be putting that direct to the vellum, and I'll pop up the middle portion after I stamp it. This is my brand new Misty. It is gorgeous, and as you will see later when I use it, I love it. I'm using my creative corners to line up center it up as best as I can, and I'm using my Hero Arts Unicorn Pigment White ink pad, and I'm inking that up in the middle, doing it twice, and using my Brutus Monroe Alabaster embossing powder to emboss it, and I heat it off screen. So now I'm using my I'm out of the 110 pounds, so I'm still using the Nina 80 pound as my base. So here I am putting the frame directly flat to the vellum, and then I'll pop this up using my Scotch foam tape, and then putting the glue behind so it doesn't show through the vellum, and I'll pop it up on the card base, and first card is done. I really like how that turned out, simple. Now I'm doing a Halloween card, as the forest branches reminded me of a scary forest. So I'm using my Lawn Fawn stamp set, Spooky Village, and I'm not going to show you the coloring as then the video will be too long. So I colored those off screen, and I'm using my trimmer to cut down my um, panel to be about 4 by 5 1/4. So it has a little um, border. And I'll also, all of these will be popped up on a Nina 80-pound Classic Crest Solar White. That'll be my base, my card base. So I'm just gluing these all down, and I don't have a ground for them, but I used a I believe I used a W2 Copic. These were all Copic colored also. I'm not going to list it down as I didn't showcase the Copic coloring, but if you want the colors, comment below and I'll make sure that I add it to the description. So I did use the W2 to create some shadow, so it looks like they're a little grounded, and I just put that, and the second card is done. I did stamp the inside of this one. The others I didn't, the other two that's coming up, I didn't put a sentiment because I don't know what I'm going to use it for. So I usually don't like to put a sentiment yet. So using the Lawn Fawn Walnut again to match the forest on the outside, I did the inside. So now I'm using Yeti and Mice on Snow. And again, everything will be listed below. Stamping them all out with Memento because I will be Copic coloring off screen again. And this will go on the thermofoil flocked white, as it looks like snowfall to me. So this will be a outside snowy scene. And so I'm cutting this down again by, it's 4 by 5 1/4, I believe. And I'll just put these a little bit less than little bit less, and I just freehand a little ice on the Lawn Fawn Pearl vellum, so it looks like that these two cute little mice are skating, and they're sharing a popsicle, and the little Yeti also has a popsicle which has a bite taken out of it. And I love these little pine trees. So the Yeti will be by the trees and watching these cute mice skate. And like I said, this reminded me of a snow falling scene. Living in Hawaii, we don't have snow, obviously. And I have seen snow just a handful of times in my life. But that's what it looked like to me. And because it was kind of fluffy, I made sure that I put a lot of glue on it. And now I'm using the Jelly Roll Sakura in Stardust, and I'm randomly putting glitter on the little snowfall. So it looks like glittery snow is falling down on these cute little critters. And I really like how this turned out. And this is also going on the same card base, 80-pound. And this is the third card. And you'll see, it's hard to show the glitter. I'll bring it up close, but it's really hard to see the glitter. But you can see that pearl vellum. I absolutely love that vellum so much. And I put some glitter on his horn too. So for this last one, I swiped Versamark over the top of this lightly to catch the top part of the folder, embossed image, and I'm putting Sparkle Gold Pearl X powder, mica powder, and then I'm using a Swiffer to wipe off the excess, and to set it, I'm just using water from my distress sprayer, and that will set it. It will set any mica powder. So I like how this turned out, and again, I am cutting it down so that I have a little border around when I mount it on the card base. And this was something that I had lying around. It's the Camellia Build a Flower from Altenew. I'm listing a different one in the link below, which I think is prettier and more readily available. So I hope you enjoy that one. It's so beautiful. But anyway, I'm just putting it on. The background is subtle. This is different than what Alicia has on her channel, but I hope you like the 4 cards that I came up with using the embossing folders. I will have her link in my description below of the video that she did casing one of my videos, or on my YouTube channel, or on my Instagram. So here's the 4 cards in regular time so you can see it, and I think they turned out fabulous. I will be donating them or giving them away as I always do. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please go in the description and check out Alicia's channel, and I'll link her video to what she cased for me, and her Instagram post is also linked below. I would again truly appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, hit the bell, and comment. Here's a close-up of all the 4 different cards. If you came here from Alicia's channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you decide to stick around and stay. Please comment if you are from Alicia's channel, or if you're from my channel, please go to her channel and give her some love. Again, I truly appreciate you so much. Here's a couple videos and playlists that you might enjoy. And as usual, click on my face to subscribe. Thank you so much. Aloha!